Okay.
Bending over. Next.
Part 2.
Question.
The torture.
I don't torture people much. Totally do.
What was your very first doll and why? I was like going back to Barbie for some reason in my head when I was reading this. I don't know why. You're supposed to, you can answer first if you like.
Okay. I had a Obitsu Gretel, which my sister now has. It was pretty much, I wanted to get something that I knew I wouldn't break. And it was kind of like a tester doll to see if I would actually like the hobby. Because you never know. I didn't want to spend too much money and go, this really isn't for me. It totally is, though. Many years later. many dolls later. But yeah, I did my first face up on her. It wasn't very good. Yeah. She was adorable and I loved her to death. I took her everywhere. If you were on my Facebook, you'd see pictures. I actually took her to one of my favorite authors for a book signing.
Oh, that's awesome. I know who it is.
Yeah.
Sherilyn Kenyon, who this one got me addicted to. Oh my god, I love it. That's where Simmy comes from. That's where Nick comes from, the books.
I don't know who my favorite author is.
Love her. It's awesome.
Always have a book on hand.
Yes. Let's see, my first doll. Oh, well, after the whole diabolical, with the whole, look at this beautiful doll, $800, yeah, that whole thing. I purposely, I didn't know what doll I wanted. I wanted to start low because I couldn't afford much. And I looked and I was told, like, I kept going on the newbie things on DoA, and I kept, well, how do you pick a doll? What do you pick? Do I get a girl? Do I get a boy? And I kept, they said that when you finally see a doll that you like, you will think of it a lot, and you'll like even post it on your computer so you see it, or your phone or whatever. And it's true.
That is actually
I think that is very true, because that's what I did. I found Charles, Impel doll Charles. He's a child doll who's Kaikadian, and he was only like $300. He was $188, and by the time I got all his full set and everything, it was like $300 with shipping and all that stuff. Now it wasn't bad at all. I used income tax money as usual, and I still love him. He's still my little guy. First he was going to be a girl, and then I was like, no, I want a boy. I want a boy. He's, I want a cute little boy. And that's how I picked him, because of price, his cute little face, and when I get asked about from my family, it's like, oh, he was only $300. So, I didn't have to listen to the all the time, because I have to listen to it a lot. And so that's why I picked him.
I don't think I
almost started with a girl, but then I don't know why. I just was like, I want a boy. I want to start with a boy.
Yeah, I wanted a girl because of the clothing.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why. It was just, it's just one of those things. You see the sculpt, and then all of a sudden you develop the character in your head, and you're like, oh, yeah, this is a boy. This is a boy doll. Or this is a girl doll. Like this, definitely, girl doll or whatever. Just that kind of stuff.
I know the very first doll I wanted, and I drooled over, was actually the Unidoll Arc, which I actually have now.
Oh, yeah.
And he was the one where I was like, oh my god, yes. He's got such an evil face. I love him.
He is cool.
Oh, he's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
What was the very first one you actually wanted though?
Oh, that was a Volks, Yumi, I think. She was actually one of those limited doll P or something. And this is when I was first learning about them, and somehow I got on Volks, probably from one of the magazines that they showed Volks. She was so cute. And I look at her now and I'm like, because I like Charlotte and a couple other ones.
Was she SD size?
No, she's MSD size. If I remember correctly, she was MSD size. But she was a special something or other lottery, I don't know, I think. And
usually how it goes.
Yeah, with Volks. And I thought I'll never get a doll. Not if they cost this. There's no way.
Well, I also said I'd probably never get a Volks, and I've got 3 right now and 1 more on the way.
Oh, cutie honey. Yeah.
my honey, I got the full choice F18 on the midi body. So cute.
I can't wait to see her.
Alright. Next question.
Questions.
See, I think we got...
I was just channeling King of Queens there.
This one right here, right here.
Hey, the cat thing plays out. I just realized you got a Hello Kitty bag you're pulling those out.
I was gonna say, I have cats everywhere. Are you bothered by seams?
Am I? No, not really. Not if they're, unless they're completely obnoxious. I don't really, most of my dolls don't have bad seams. I know people talk about, like, well, the only one that actually has a bad seam is Matilda. On her ear, down here you can see it almost looks like a what do you call that, a cauliflower ear? Because of the seam, and then she's got a couple others, but she's tan, so it doesn't really bother me, because I can probably not rub, like sandpaper it off, but I'll probably eventually wear it down by rubbing. So I'm not really bothered. I don't have any dolls that really have seams. Mine are, I don't know.
I was gonna say, the only ones that I have problems with seams are my Fairyland dolls, and those ones got horrendous seams.
Yeah, that's been going on lately. They're starting to do, their production's starting to goof up again. They had that same problem a couple years ago where they were trying to pump so much stuff out and too many events at one time that I think they were just trying to get them out, and they just snowflakes were in the resin, and gritty resin, and seams, and parts not fitting, and locks not fitting for the heads.
She's got that problem. Her head does not fit on the body whatsoever, and it drives me insane. You had to actually force it onto the body. You can't even turn the little key.
Yeah, I think they didn't take the resin or something all the way off.
I get to
when they cut it out of the mold. Yeah, yay. That's a whole fun thing. So
not cool, Fairyland. Not cool.
Especially, and they refuse to fix it or replace it
because it's not a defect.
It's not. But when I'm paying that much, when I'm paying that when I'm paying that much for a doll, I kind of expect not perfection, but come on, you know.
I at least would like things to fit on other things that are
supposed to fit. But I think even Volk says we don't take off seams unless you buy the service.
Well, Fairyland doesn't even offer the service.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, I love them, but come on, guys.
I mean, granted, I could do it myself, but...
Well, they're a small company, too. I think they only have a few people there, but slow down on the events. You know, we'll wait for good production stuff instead of that whole whatever was going on. Old molds, get new molds, whatever, you know. Well, I'm patient enough. I'm understanding enough, but woo, chaos!
I know they're redoing some of their their minifee heads, which is nice.
Putting magnets in them, I think, so you can have all kinds of options, which is cool. Which is very cool. It's just slow down, guys. I think more people would rather wait and get good products.
Although their wait times are horrendous too.
They're getting there, yeah.
They are there. What are you talking about? Because I had a 4-month layaway with Denver Doll, and she still wasn't done until months later, and I was not.
Well, I think too when you go through Dairyland, I think Denver Doll. I think if you order directly from Fairyland, they do those orders before they do the group orders for Denver Doll. I think. I could be wrong, but you know. I don't want to order directly from Fairyland because they don't have layaway.
And shipping costs more.
Yeah. So.
Wah, wah, wah.
Okay. Next question.
I'll do this one.
Oh boy.
Do you prefer big or little dolls? Mine's obvious. Most of mine are little.
Yeah, you have a lot of little, but she goes from little to ginormous.
I'm weird.
I told myself I would never ever get anything other than MSD, and then I fell in love with Glisten, and then she gave me her little one that she got for free, and I liked little ones because I like being able to dress them up as little kids and the whole cutesy clothes.
That's why I like my little ones.
Yeah.
Which is why I keep buying more little ones.
Yeah, I mean, I like them all, but I think I prefer, well, maybe just because I have mostly MSD. Mostly. But I'm going to fix the SD. I swear to God, there's only going to be four SDs in my life. That's it. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I know there's going to be more than that.
6 for me. I need 3 more. Maybe 4 more. Okay, probably more than that.
But they're really cool. I like their clothes options. They have like more clothes options and cool shoes. I love shoes. She's wearing, Amber, she's wearing the shoes I bought from you. They're really cool, too.
I was going to say, she's wearing the dress.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, I think I probably will mostly stick to MSD. Mostly.
Probably the smaller ones, the 1/6 size, because for me, I love their clothing options a lot more. And they actually, out of all my dolls, have the most clothes and the most shoes. It's hilarious. They actually have more clothing than me.
Oh, yeah.
Which really doesn't say much. 'Cause I'm a jeans and t-shirt kind of gal.
Me too. I like to be comfy. Alright.
And the brony t-shirt.
Yeah, bronies. Brony! Did you like the brony I sent you? Wasn't he awesome?
Yeah, anyways.
Beautiful.
Anyways, that was disturbing. You don't want to see that. Even my friends at work were like, what in the world? Alright, one more question for this video.
One more question!
I guess she's going to the side of the, opposite side of the bag.
Startled by this? Were you startled by the size when getting into the hobby? No, not really. I don't think so. Because, like, I mean, I had Barbies forever and ever. And then I went to Tonner, and those were 16 inches. So I was already used to that, I think. And these guys are about the same size. Their aesthetic is bigger heads and all that. They're a little more realistically proportioned, but not enough movement, not enough joints. And so I think it didn't really do much, because they can kind of, some of them can share clothes on the really small MSDs too. So I don't think I was startled at all. The SDs, yes, the SDs I went, holy crap! Oh my God, those are huge. Especially because my first introduction, I honestly think the first introduction of an SD. Oh no, it was oh gosh, what was that gal's name? You twin girls from our group. You brought your very first. He was a model, but you said he was kind of, I can't remember his name. He's a model, but he was kind of an airhead. And it was one of the twin girls. And we met them at one of the Holland Doll shows. And I mean, he was really handsome. That was I was going to say Graves was the first one I ever met.
It was just a little bit bigger than a regular
yeah.
SD.
He might have been about 65 centimeters, the doll that I met. So, yeah, he was a surprise when I first met him. But I think that was it. Otherwise, I was going to say, I think Graves was the first one I met. That was SD, and it was like, oh my God, he's huge. And he's 70, isn't he? 70 something, yeah. So
because he's on a uncle body from Dragon Doll, because I wanted him to have a bigger, beefier body.
But no, I don't.
And then Nick beat him.
I think I got eased into it because I was already into Tonner dolls. So yeah,
I was not eased into it at all. My first SD that I saw was my SD. I had went to a convention, and off in the distance, after I'd already ordered mine, I'd seen other people carrying dolls around. They were more like the MSD size. And I was just like, oh, they're so cute. But the person I was with was like, let's go over here. Fine. Can't go see and talk to the doll people, even though I've got one on the way.
Boo.
And, and I had taken measuring tapes and was like,
oh. Right turn, Clyde.
I was like, these are going to be huge. And then you get them and you're just like, way bigger than I thought it was going to be. Oh my God. Thankfully, Inubitsu is just like a doll of a dream. And she was nice and light. When I got my next doll, he was a little bit bigger and a lot heavier. I was not used to it.
Yeah.
And then all kinds of horror stories with him.
I think that might be another reason, like, I like the MSD, because they're not as hard to lug around. They're not as heavy. They're heavy. They get heavy, but they're not as bad as, well, Nicholas. 73 centimeters.
Carrying them around a museum, that was interesting. Your arms will get sore.
I bought a rolling case for them. It's much easier.
I have a doll bag for Nick. And he actually is so heavy, he started pulling on the stitches.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I was just like, well, not going to be able to use that. And it's an actual doll bag.
Oh yeah, that it came with, right? Because Impel Doll sends them with you. Yay! We love you, Impel Doll.
And of course, I bought another one, because...
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Duh.
But yeah, I was definitely startled by the size. Because like her, I was just mostly used to Barbies, and I thought, oh, it's just going to be a little bit bigger than a Barbie. Not even close. Even though I've seen pictures with people with them, I was like, yeah, it's not going to be very big. It's not going to be very big.
It's only 2 foot. What's the big deal?
Yeah, but when you're only 4'11". It's kind of a problem.
You hobbits.
It's kind of a problem. And, oh my God.
He's almost as tall as me.
Yeah. I could just imagine getting that one that's life size and it's like, what, 5'9" or something like that.
God.
I'd be like...
I can't even do I can't even do that size, the 73, you can't see that, sorry. I'm pointing. The 73 centimeter. I want to, my boy is only like 60 centimeters glisten, and I want to get Eric from April House, and he's 65, and I'm like, kind of.
Finding clothes for him is going to be fun.
Yeah, that's not going to be cool. But anyway, so I guess that's pretty much
End of video.
End for videos.